ever had to change your language so the white people can understand it? This is not about specific white people, it's about, broader. That's what I said. I don't have to imagine what it's like to be black, to be brilliant, to be misunderstood by the same people who only seem to understand you after you've exfoliated. After you scraped yourself down to the white meat to expose that layer of skin where color and soul meet, where tongues split, pitchfork learn to spit and speak and sing and scream and stand on stages while the world bets and bids and bargains and debates about your ebony brain, or your black, boisterous body, and you begin to question your value, asking, is speaking like this even worth it? Y'all, I know what it's like to not know what words mean. I know what it's like to have letters chained together on paper, heavy, just sitting there, not moving. I know what it's like to carry the burden of words on your back, to bow to prevent your bones from breaking beneath them. But I also know what it's like to know what words mean. I know what it's like to watch letters break dance on blue lines that look like horizontal skies cutting through white space. I know what it's like when words fly off the page and they land on your face. And I know all of this when words look like you because I'm a descendant of enslaved Africans. A people separated by their tongues on plantations on purpose. A people who published translations about their liberations through poems and songs on purpose. A people who prayed and protested and protected all the parts of black speech we couldn't speak in public, but we spoke in private through the spoken word. Y'all, there's a purpose to this poem. So white people, please stop telling me that your great-great-great-grandparents are Polish and Irish and Italian, because it comes from a place of privilege, and I don't know what place. I don't know what village of Mother Africa your ancestors pillaged, what great price they paid for my great-great-great-grandparents on that stage, but I do know that I come from a people who prayed and protected while they were being purchased on purpose. Y'all, there's a purpose to this poem. This poem is an apology. Very beautiful black word I tried to camouflage away. For every moment of my being, I didn't know who I was being, because being black meant that I was more than the white world that I be in. And being as though I'm a human being with a tongue trapped in a cage, it ain't asked to be in. In fact, it was beat in, but the beat in my bones made sure I kept this beat in. So this poem then is an apology for the intellectual abuse that began in my youth. My bad. Brother, look at you. Standing on stages like your ancestors taught you. Flipping, folding, balancing two different languages in the air. The American standard and black savoir-faire. It sure is impressive. It sure is distinguished. It is debonair. But to capture its essence just in writing isn't fair. You need an audience there. A sanctuary of people willing to watch you wrestle and reconcile with yourself and your words, and to produce a publication so worthy of praise it deserves an applause. And I propose, y'all, I'm the purpose of this poem. Thank you. Since we're on the topic of racism and white people, because that's what I write about these days, I'm currently in school finishing my PhD. Yes, finishing my PhD. In educational leadership, where I'm really interested in educational leaders who source hip hop to do really dope work to liberate black and brown kids in schools. And so I'm always writing about race and racism and education. And so this poem is inspired by some of the things I've been writing about. And it's mostly around these, y'all know what racial microaggressions are? I don't need to do all this education in this moment. But, the way I see it is they're little things that just chip away at you at some point. Eventually it drives you crazy. And so one aggression I get often is, Tony, you're so articulate. Of course the fuck I'm articulate. Like, duh, right? And so this poem is inspired by that. And it's a little funny. It's it's funny. It's not funny that I get microaggressions, but that's not funny at all. It hurts. Okay, here we go. Starting this poem off, it always makes me laugh. Sometimes I feel like white people have crushes on me. Okay. Not like prepubescent imaginations of love, more like romanticized moments of black voyeurism, because they like looking at me and shit. Always complimenting my style and my speech and my smile, like they want to copy my speech and copy my style, and they're always smiling at me and I'm always smiling at them, but we are reflections in an eclipsed mirror. There's shadow over my shine, so we both don't see how uncomfortable we are with the fact that I'm brilliant. We're always fascinated at how well I can articulate my thoughts and how well my words can pick apart sound waves and shit with my sexy, slick, sharp, smart tongue. I think they want to kiss me in my mouth. I think they want to taste what I'm saying because I speak in sweet and sour, and we wonder why our words differ in power. It's because we differ in power. My words are always going to be a lot louder, and it's always an awkward performance of avoidance. An intentional disregard of the obvious fact that our rhythms ain't the same, and we both know it. We both know I stride smooth in my black jeans, brown skin matching black beats. I am choreographed stitches at my seams. I look good and shit. And we smile at my anomaly. My elephant amongst whales, my gigantism in infinite space, my fortitude and my frail, my wax and my wane, because the same blackness that captivates them is the same blackness that keeps me captive just the same. Y'all, I got an angel on my shoulder telling me to love myself. I got a demon saying be quiet. I got an angel saying, yo, the world is listening. I got a demon saying, yo, keep that shit quiet. I got an angel saying, yo, speak the truth. And I got a demon saying, keep it private. But y'all, this gift cannot contain itself because people like me historically have sparked riots. People like me add fuel to fiery lips and spark flames to burning tongues. So by people, I'm sorry, but I hope your flattery doesn't think... hope you don't think your flattery will contain my capacity to be one of the dangerous ones. Because there is a movement taking place in my throat and a protest marching out of my mouth, carrying black folks from Southeast Washington, D.C. all the way to Alabama's deep south. And this gift is not for your entertainment. It's not to make you comfortable in your skin. Should I treat open mics like I would civil rights countertop sit-ins, which means I ain't moving. I ain't waiting. I ain't accommodating. I'm just agitating while they just think I'm fascinating. Boom. Woo!